Good evening, everyone. Today, I'm excited to talk about a fascinating art form that allows creativity to flourish on textiles: fabric painting. So what is fabric painting? Simply put, fabric painting is the application of paint to textiles, transforming everyday fabrics into vibrant, unique, and personalized works of art. Whether it's a plain cotton t-shirt, a canvas tote bag, or a decorative cushion cover, fabric painting opens up endless possibilities for design and expression. The origins of fabric painting can be traced back to ancient civilizations where cultures used natural dyes and hand painting techniques to adorn clothing and ceremonial garments. Over time, this tradition evolved, blending artistry and functionality, and today fabric painting is both a cherished craft and a popular hobby. What makes fabric painting special is its versatility. It caters to a variety of styles, from intricate, detailed patterns to bold, abstract splashes of color. With the right tools, fabric paints, brushes, sponges, and sometimes stencils, anyone can transform ordinary textiles into extraordinary pieces. Not only is fabric painting a form of self-expression, but it's also a sustainable way to breathe new life into old clothes or upcycle unused fabrics. Instead of discarding them, you can revamp them with your own designs, making every piece truly one of a kind. Moreover, fabric painting is more than an art form. It's a therapeutic activity. The process of creating something beautiful by hand can be incredibly relaxing and fulfilling, whether you're an experienced artist or a curious beginner. To get started, you don't need much, just a creative idea, some fabric paints, and an item to paint on. And remember, there's no right or wrong in art. The joy lies in experimenting, learning, and enjoying the process. In conclusion, fabric painting is an art that celebrates individuality, creativity, and sustainability. It's a wonderful way to express yourself, create memorable gifts, or even start a business. So if you haven't tried it yet, I encourage you to pick up a brush and let your imagination guide you. Thank you for listening, and I hope this inspires you to explore the colorful world of fabric painting. For fabric painting, specific types of colors are used to ensure durability, vibrancy, and flexibility on fabric surfaces. Here are the main types of colors and paints commonly used for fabric painting. 1. Fabric paints, textile paints. These are specially formulated for fabric and contain pigments mixed with a binder that adheres to textiles. Fabric paints are available in a variety of finishes, including matte, glossy, metallic, pearlescent, and glitter. They are permanent and become softer and more flexible once heat set, usually by ironing or using a heat press. 2. Acrylic paints with fabric medium. Regular acrylic paints can be used for fabric painting by mixing them with a fabric medium. The fabric medium softens the paint, making it suitable for textiles and helps it adhere better. This combination is a cost-effective alternative for beginners. 3. Dye-based paints. Dye paints or liquid dyes are ideal for creating watercolor-like effects on fabrics. They soak into the fabric fibers, making the design look natural and smooth. 4. Water-based colors. Some water-based fabric paints are eco-friendly and easy to clean. They are popular for kids' projects and lighter applications, but may require heat setting to prevent fading. 5. Spray paints for fabric. Fabric spray paints are convenient for covering larger areas or creating gradients and stencil designs. They are ideal for tie-dye effects or abstract patterns. 6. Glitter and metallic paints. These are used for decorative purposes to add shine and sparkle to fabric designs. Glitter paints often contain tiny glitter particles suspended in a transparent or colored base. 7. Puffy paints. Puffy paints create raised 3D effects on fabric. These are perfect for embellishments or adding texture to designs. 8. Natural or homemade dyes and paints. Some artists prefer natural dyes from plants, fruits, or vegetables to create eco-friendly and organic designs. These can be combined with fabric fixatives to improve color fastness. 9. Neon and UV colors. These paints glow under black light or ultraviolet light, making them great for party-themed designs or costumes. Considerations when choosing colors for fabric painting. Fabric type. Some paints work better on certain materials, e.g. cotton, silk, denim. Durability. Choose paints that are wash-resistant and color-fast. Heat setting requirements. Ensure you follow instructions to set the paint properly for long-lasting results. Opacity. Consider opaque paints for dark fabrics and transparent paints for light fabrics. No matter which type you choose, always test your paints on a scrap piece of fabric before working on your final project. This ensures the colors meet your expectations in terms of vibrancy, coverage, and compatibility with your fabric. Procedure of block printing. Block printing is an ancient and traditional method of printing patterns on fabric using carved wooden or linoleum blocks. Here's a step-by-step guide to the block printing process. 1. Preparing the materials. Fabric selection. Use natural fabrics like cotton, silk, or linen as they absorb dyes well. Pre-wash the fabric to remove any sizing or starch. Block selection. Choose or create wooden blocks with carved designs. These can be traditional patterns or custom designs. Paint or dye. Use fabric paints or textile dyes suitable for block printing. 2. Preparing the work surface. Lay the fabric on a flat, padded surface. Use a table covered with a thick cloth or foam to provide cushioning. Secure the fabric with clips or tape to prevent it from shifting during the process. 3. Preparing the paint or dye. Pour the fabric paint or dye onto a palette or sponge. Use a roller or brush to evenly distribute the paint on the surface of the block. Alternatively, press the block onto the sponge to absorb the paint. 4. Applying the block. Align the block carefully to avoid uneven patterns. Press the block firmly onto the fabric with even pressure to transfer the design. Avoid moving or tilting the block to prevent smudging. Lift the block straight up to reveal the print. 5. Repeating the pattern. Reapply paint or dye onto the block before each impression. Align the block to create continuous or repetitive patterns as needed. You can use guide marks for consistent spacing. 6. Drying the fabric. Allow the print effect to dry completely. This step ensures that the paint or dye sets properly. 7. Heat setting the print. To make the design permanent, heat set the paint. This can be done using an iron on the reverse side of the fabric or by placing the fabric in a dryer, depending on the type of paint or dye used. Follow the manufacturer's instructions. 8. Washing and finishing. Once heat set, gently wash the fabric to remove any excess dye or paint. Dry and iron the fabric to prepare it for use. Tips for successful block printing. Use contrasting colors to make the design stand out. Test the block and paint on a scrap fabric before working on the main piece. Clean the block periodically to prevent paint buildup. Experiment with overlapping or layering prints for creative effects. Block printing is a beautiful and sustainable technique that combines craftsmanship with creativity. With practice, you can create stunning designs for clothing, home decor, and more.